Hello everyone and welcome to A Slice of My Life. This video is about the Ethereal spinner by Damn Designs. It is not an unboxing and it is not my first impression, so yes, it is going to be a review. To start things off, I will give you guys a size comparison of the Ethereal spinner against a stubby. There we go. Almost exactly the same height, but of course the width and proportions are totally different. I showed this to you guys in the Damn Designs special gift video. You can check out the link over here. I'll put a link to that video. But yes, this was a gift given to me by Adrian D'Souza of Damn Designs, and I've been having this on my EDC for the past almost 3 weeks in fact. And my first impressions of the Ethereal was pretty good. I mean, it's not fantastic, but pretty good overall. And I must apologize that I've been mispronouncing the name. I've been calling this the Ethereal. I mean, sorry guys, sometimes I do read words the way it looks to me, like ethereal, or like I also mispronounce the word massacre. I used to pronounce it as massacre, but yeah, I just read things the way they look like to me. So this is the Ethereal because, you know, I realized when people were pointing it out to me during the unboxing video, and also the word Ethernet. So yeah, Ethereal. Now here I'm gonna add a short little segment. Yes, I know you guys miss Tetris a lot, so yep, I'm gonna show you guys what Tetris thinks about the Ethereal spinner. Here we go.
Flashback.
Need help? No, it's okay, man. No, I wanna show you all. You're so nice. You're so nice, Kenji.
You know I'm f***ing camera shy, right? Oh shit.
It's the Oracle sticker. It's an Oracle sticker for my dad. And we have Tetris. You guys missed him.
Hi.
Hi. When are you gonna start YouTube channel, Tetris?
Never.
Why?
Lazy.
Oh, Liv is here. Let's go. So, Tetris, what do you think of this spinner?
Slippery.
Why do you wanna laugh? How are you gonna laugh, bro? Slippery.
We all like stuff to be slippery sometimes, though.
Kenji's laughing.
But not a spinner.
I bet the comments are like, you guys are high or some shit. Oh no, we're just tired. Okay, we're just tired. Yeah, looking for the joys. Slippery. Kenji, shut up.
Slip it into your fingers.
So Tetris finds it slippery. Oh, thank you, Junes. June's still camera shy. I don't want to be on camera, but you can see June's in the background. Topai. Anything else you want to add?
Oh, the buttons are really grippy. The buttons are grippy, but the spinner itself, the body itself is slippery.
So no matter how you slip, it will never slip.
Yeah. I mean, if it wasn't for these buttons, right, the thing would have flew off my hand already.
That's true, I understand. Okay, so that's what Tetris thinks about it. Another day, I will get Tetris to talk about what he thinks about the Damn Designs pen. Not in this video, another day. Thank you, Tetris. Welcome. Start your damn YouTube channel, bro. Start it.
A lot of work lah.
I know.
End of flashback.
Yep, that is what Tetris thought about the Ethereal spinner. I mean, he watched me handle this for the past couple of weeks and I decided to, well, let him try it out for a few days, and yep, that's why I got his thoughts. I wanted to share it with you guys. So, my thoughts on the Ethereal spinner. It's actually not a bad spinner, and the more time I spent with it, the more I liked it, but I will start things off fair and let's talk about the design of it. It actually looks pretty, I guess you could say, normal. It looks pretty unimaginative. It looks like an eye. Yeah, but the facets here, the sides and the edges and everything, this is pretty cool. I like the way it's got this one straight line across and the way it reflects light is very, very nice, and that's because, well, over here on the side is very, very ever so slightly raised upwards. So this is one of the cool things about it. It's a machining quality. You could see it's curving up here and it's also curving up here a little bit. So this part is tapered upwards slightly and then it goes right down here. And there's no hot spots or no sharp ends because this is flat here. And of course, it features the very trademark Damn Designs machining lines. And like I mentioned in the Damn Designs surprise package video, these machining marks do travel in a 90-degree, I shouldn't say the word travel, right? They are made in a 90-degree kind of fashion. So on the sides, it's upwards like this, and on the flats, it is horizontal like this, so it's a 90-degree kind of, I guess, motif, and I like that a lot. I like that very, very much. So overall, the shape of this is pretty darn awesome. Like, if you just look at it as a silhouette, then it is pretty lackluster, but if you look at it for all of its facets and all of the sides and everything, and all these small subtle curves and everything, this is really, really well done. I would say that the design and the machining is pretty awesome on this. Now, I'm gonna pop off the buttons, and I'm also gonna show you guys the middle part of the spinner itself. Yes, it is a glue fit bearing retention system. It is a R188 bearing in the middle there, but look at the machining marks on the inside. I think this is really, really well done. You could see all of that surface milling done, and it gives a very, very mesmerizing kind of light reflection, but you do get a little bit more of a circular cut over here. You could see that circular portion there, and it's present on both sides, and that is covered up with the buttons. You could see a very, very slight, I guess, outline, you could say. Just a very slight space in between the buttons and the spinner frame itself, and it does add to a certain illusion when you're looking at it while it's spinning. So it does add that outline. You could see that it looks like the spinner is kind of floating outside of the buttons. So that is what I think about the design of it. The buttons that are paired up with it are also very, very good. They are very well thought out because these are actually pretty tall. Yes, they do have the very trademark Damn Design spiral style on the buttons, and like I mentioned before as well, these are very well finished also. They are not sharp. They don't actually scrape off any dry skin that you might have, and it just feels really good. It feels really, really good, and it's tall enough that you don't have any worries about that fat of your thumb actually rubbing against the spinner frame. It's got good enough clearance as well. So this is a very well paired up combo, and I have to give Adrian a shout out for that, because in the past I have made some negative remarks about the height of buttons being used on certain spinners. So since we're talking about buttons, I'm gonna swap it out with some other buttons that I tried it on just because I wanted to share this with you guys. The first pair of buttons are the buttons from the pressure bar spinner. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like on the Ethereal spinner. It actually looks pretty cool. Something about the plain design of the buttons and that very nicely machined body. It really looks like an eye, like a robotic eye. Like, just picture this, right? Like a mechanical eye or something, you know. It just looks really awesome, but it just doesn't work simply because the buttons are too shallow. You could see that it is just barely taller than the spinner frame itself, and so the whole problem of the fat of the thumb rubbing against the spinner frame is present here. You could see it happening right now. And another set of buttons that I want to share with you guys are the Echo buttons from Unquiet Hands. And these actually work pretty well. They look cool. They also look like an Android eye. And these are slightly taller in terms of the outermost lip of the buttons itself, with a pretty good, I guess, a donut thing in the middle. So this does help a little bit with the clearance. It's not the best, but it's better than when you pair it up with the pressure bar buttons. But if you do have some Super Collider buttons by Unquiet Hands, I'm sure that the tall ones are gonna work very, very well. So now that you guys have seen the differences in buttons that are being used on the Ethereal spinner, this also adds to why I think that this was a very nicely paired up combination. Now the thing is, yes, the buttons are tall, very much taller. So if you look at it from the side, they are not the best looking combination because of the sheer button height to body width ratio. But let me tell you guys, in terms of handling, this is just super awesome. You've got good enough clearance and you've got good enough of a grip offered by the buttons itself. And that brings me to the next point while I get my buttons out of the frame. And the next point is onto the fidgetability of this. Now, Tetris mentioned that this was a very slippery spinner, and I'm gonna have to agree, it is slippery, but the buttons are super grippy, so that kind of makes everything work out, you know, that kind of evens everything out. Now the thing is, I'm not really enjoying this as a forward flicker. You know, if you're going for quick flicks and everything, the design of it is just a little bit too curvy to get very satisfying forward flicks. In fact, I can still push forward with my index finger, and I can still perform jib jabs, but it is not the best feeling because there really isn't anything like a dip or a waist for your finger to kind of get some leverage, you know? So not much of a real estate when you're talking about forward flicks, but I like to perform pulls or preloaded flicks with my spinners, and that's my favorite way of fidgeting with spinners, and this is just absolutely awesome as a puller. If you are someone who really likes the preloaded flicks, then I will tell you that you are going to enjoy this spinner a lot. Middle finger pulls, fourth finger pulls, check it out. It's just really, really satisfying. This is where it shines, really, really where it shines. If you get your finger on the outer edge of the arm, Man, that's the sweet spot right there. Like, few spinners have this sweet spot kind of thing. This one has a very, very sweet spot. You see, because this is tapering upwards and there's a slight curve out here coupled with this angled edge that is so nicely rounded. Plus, those machining marks offer you that extra grip. This is the absolute sweet spot right here for pulls, and this is, in my opinion, one of the best sensations for a pull on a spinner. So that's the fidgetability of it. Now, of course, fidgeting with your fourth finger is not a problem, with your third finger not a problem, even when you change up the grip with the index finger, not a problem. It's just that for some ways of fidgeting with it, it is not the best. You could see that I'm just kind of not getting any powerful pulls like that. But if I land my finger up here, yes, it's good. Not from the side like that, definitely not, because there's no notch. So I'm falling back onto this. This one is just awesome for preloaded pulls. It's just super nice. Next thing I'm going to say is that I'm getting over 3 minutes on a two-handed table spin, which is not bad for a spinner of this design. Plus the fact that I'm not using any special bearing for that. I'm using the old bearings that were in here sent to me by Adrian. I believe those were stainless steel bearings. So being able to get over 3 minutes on a two-handed table spin using very normal bearings with this design is actually pretty surprising, you know. I expected it to get no more than 3 minutes, in fact, because there are no weights being thrown out this way, but the weight is being thrown out this way. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. And last but not least is the price point, guys. This is going for 45 USD and it is currently available in copper and stainless steel. Wait, I'm gonna correct myself. Right now on the website, this is a pre-order sale and copper is sold out. There are 3 more stainless steel pieces left and the date today is the 12th of January. So yeah, I just wanted to share that information with you guys. The weight of this version, the stainless steel version, is stated to be at 69 grams. So that is something that I really enjoy. You know, it really didn't feel too light in my hand. It feels comfortable all around. Not a bad size. It does feel nice, like a worry stone here as well, you know, but not the best fidgeter because there's no notch in here. So that's my final verdict, everyone. For the price point though, $45, it really depends. Now, if you look at it and compare this to any other spinner you have there on the market, 45 for a spinner of this size might be a little bit difficult for a lot of you to swallow. But if you are someone who really appreciates the machining, with the machining lines like that, it tapering upward like that, these angled cuts, and if you're someone who really loves pulls, 45 is a steal. So it really is very subjective. In my opinion, it's very subjective. Now, this is not the most attractive design. I'm gonna be honest with you guys and tell you guys that I don't think that this design is anything special. It looks just like an eye. But this pull here, this is almost in a class of its own, you know? So this is something that you can really consider. I mean, I didn't pay for this, so I'm just giving you really what I feel about it, like no holds barred, you know, no holds barred. But this for $45, I would pay this. Unfortunately, it is a price that I would pay only if I've experienced this before. So good job to Adrian D'Souza over at Damn Designs. Unfortunately, I believe that this could be Damn Designs' very last spinner design. So if you are a Damn Designs collector, then you better hop on this, because once you miss out, you know, I don't know when you'll ever get a chance to get one of these. You might have to source one out on the secondary market. And all in all, that's what I feel about the spinner. Very simplistic design, good pairing with buttons, and that's all I have to say about it. And with that, we have come to the end of this video, everyone. Thank you so much for sticking all the way throughout. I hope that I provided enough information to help you decide whether or not the Ethereal spinner is a spinner for you. Like I said again, I'm going to stress it again, it is very subjective. $45, 69 grams, available in stainless steel and was available in copper. Very beautiful machining marks. Got this angle over here and this angle cut as well over here. Paired very well with these very tall buttons. Yep. Shoutouts once again to Adrian D'Souza of Damn Designs for sending this over to me. I really appreciate it and all the support you've shown to me and the channel. Stay tuned for more videos, of course, everyone. As always, links in the description box down below. Make sure you hop on it before it's too late, okay? And that's it, everyone. I'll catch all of you in the next slice of my life. And until then, Gaga, Boost.